Well, good day, Tubes. How's she hanging? How do you like my new sign? I got two more to hang up for our next question and answer videos. So that was kind of cool when I seen that on Amazon too. Pick that up. So anyways, thanks again for watching today. This is, I think we're number 14 question and answer video today. So let's get at her. Here we go. Alright, so we've got quite a few questions for today here. The first one was from October 28th. Says, this is from Corey. Says, hey Bill, I'm Corey from Alberta, and I was a guy in the red KW W900 with the red B-train flatbeds in the ATS convoy from a while back there. That was a pretty good day. That was a good run that day. We're going to do it again soon, I promise. I've been watching you for a while. The first video I watched was Farm Sim Saturday Trip to England Farming with Laney Kid. How is Laney Kid? Are you going to do another ATS convoy? Yes, we are. Laney Kid is doing good. I haven't really talked to him a whole lot. He's actually, November 1st was his first year wedding anniversary. So yay, Laney Kid and Jess, woo! So anyways, yeah, we are going to do another ATS convoy soon. Do you like the new Western Star truck that came out ATS? You know what? I honestly haven't tried that yet. I haven't really been on a whole lot, just a little bit here and there, but I haven't really changed trucks or anything. I'm kind of got a few more of the headquarters that I'm trying to get going, but I haven't tried the new truck yet. Should do that. Do you watch any other YouTubers? This is actually his question here. Do you watch any other YouTubers, say like Boss Garage and Welker Farms? No, I don't generally watch them. Who I watch generally is Terrell Fixes All. You know, Terrell with the funny teeth, and they do the funny skits and stuff. I watch him a fair bit, mostly for the repair stuff. I kind of honestly skip through a lot of the skit stuff. I'm just not really into that. So, but I watch him a bit. The odd time I watch Scotty Kilmer. Scotty Kilmer does auto repair stuff, but his stuff's gotten a lot very, very clickbaity, I found. Like, he's got a lot of subscribers and a lot of people watch his stuff, but he does a lot of the clickbait stuff, which, yeah, I've tried that a few times too, and it doesn't go over too well. I don't know how he's doing so well, but he's doing well, so good for him though. Terrell Fixes All does like small engine stuff, kind of like what I'm sort of doing a little bit here and there and back and forth. He does a lot of that small engine stuff, so I kind of watch him. Who else do I watch? I don't generally just watch specific channels. I'll just kind of what I call is the YouTube surfing. So I go and basically pick a video. If it's not a super long one, watch that through, and then when it brings up the recommended, I'll go watch one of them if it's interesting, and then watch that, and then go watch it. It's kind of like surfing through, so you kind of go through. I watch a lot of things on YouTube, we'll say, like the How It's Made show. They're all on there. What else do I watch? I watch like some just general tractor videos. I watch a lot of things too, like reviews on things, like say the new 2021 Skidoo 1000R snowmobile that just came out or whatever. I go watch a review on it, and I'd never buy one because they're like $18,000 a year. It's freaking ridiculous for a snowmobile. But I thought, someone else bought that, I'll go watch that. I actually just watched one for a new, for corn flakes. The ATV that the guys sell up the road here, not the Can-Am, the Outlanders. I watched one of them, and holy cow, it's expensive too, but it was pretty nice. 1000cc, whew, it's like a 1 liter engine in there. It was pretty nice, sounded really nice too, but I already got an ATV that I hardly use now, so there's no point in buying another one. But anyway, so yeah, I don't specifically watch a whole lot of people. Just kind of things that interest me, I'll just flick it on. I might not even know who the guy is, and 9 times out of 10 I don't subscribe to it because, you know, I generally probably won't have time to go back and watch that guy every day, so I just generally don't subscribe to many people either. So anyways, so hopefully that answers your question. Thank you, sir, for sending that in. Next question here is from, oh, hang on, I gotta wait till it loads now. From Mark. Says, Dear Bill, do you know what happened to Laney Kid? Oh, that's funny, I just had a Laney Kid question. He's not uploaded to YouTube for 8 months and live streamed for about the same time. I watched him for you. I watched him and you for all the farm sim questions. That's how I found you. So Laney Kid, of course, got married, like I said there, a year ago on the 1st of November. He's pretty much been working full time since the last kind of upload. I have talked to him recently actually about that, and I asked him, you know, I kind of knew, but I wanted to get the answer from him, right? So he's like, oh man, no, I've been working full time, so I haven't really got time for doing that now. I guess the time he gets home, you know, he's working the working life now, right? Out and you're out all day, and you get home, you just want to flop down and have some food and, you know, visit for a bit and probably go to bed and get up the next day and do it again. That's what people that work, we have to do that, and it sucks. But now when he wasn't working, he had more of his free time for doing the farm sim stuff and the streaming. But he probably will get back into it eventually, maybe do 1 or 2 a month. I don't know, he never told me that, but you never know. Just keep an eye out, you never know what's going to happen. So, another thing, some Farm Sim 19 maps to look up. Stone Valley ×2, not sure what that X2 ×2 means. US based map that also lets you use the big stuff, that's nice. Other maps are in the mix of UK, Europe, and North America. I don't really like the UK or the Europe ones. I find the roads too... I'm a big guy, and I can't stand being on these little tiny roads with these big machines, so I generally don't play those kind of smaller maps like that. But good idea though, yeah. He's got, holy cow, he's got a whole list of them here. 6 Ashes, Green River 2019, Little Norton, New Woodshire, that definitely sounds like a UK map. West Newton Farm, and he says, thank you for the videos from Mark. Well, you are welcome, and hopefully I answered all your Laney Kid questions there, but that's what he tells me, because he's been working full time. So, but thank you, sir, for sending that in. Wait till it loads again. Jason Jones is the next one. This is October 28th, pretty much the day after we put the last video up. It says, hi Bill, my name is Jason from Northwest Pennsylvania. Basically south of you across Lake Erie. It's a long swim, but yeah, I could understand that. My question to you is, if you were going to buy a compact tractor for yourself, would you buy a hydrostatic or a shuttle shift tractor? That's a good question. It really depends, I think, what you're going to use it for. For what I'm doing back here, cutting grass and stuff, the hydraulics, hydrostatic drive is like the best thing ever, because it's like infinity speeds. If you just want to move a little bit, you just move a little bit. If you want to move a lot, then away you go, right? Stuff like using, we'll say, the loader on a tractor, I would rather have like gear driven stuff. It's definitely more positive power to the ground, where the hydrostatic will kind of back off a bit. It kind of dies almost out. I mean, it works, but you gotta get ready and be ready for that. It's way different than gear-driven stuff, like say the 2N or something like that, right? Yeah, I mean, it honestly depends, of course, price point too, how much it's going to cost you for the different two. But I would probably honestly go, for what I would do, probably hydrostatic drive, kind of like all I've got now. Seems to work pretty good. He says, I'm currently comparing different manufacturers of tractors for future purchase. We're mowing grass and using it for the woods, for food plots, for hunting, as well as clearing paths and bush hogging. It will also have a front end loader as well. I like the fact that the shuttle shift seems to have more power, like I was saying, and you can put it in gear and go, but the hydro tractors will be easier to use. What are your thoughts? So yeah, I would, what was it you're doing here again? Mowing grass would be nice to have the hydrostatic. Using in the woods for food plots, for hunting. Gear stuff might be better if you're dragging like cultivators or something behind, or whatever you're doing for that. Clearing paths with a bush hog would probably be better with hydrostatic drive, I think. Yeah, because you're not really dragging the tractor down a whole lot, pushing something. you still a fly in here, holy jumping. You are going to want probably a little bit slower, easier to maneuver speeds and stuff, I would think. So probably a hydrostatic would probably be the best way to go. Now, brand wise, I guess it's all up for the price point. If you want to spend, you know, this much for this one or that much for that one, but I mean, it's how much you want to spend too, right? It's also on your budget. So that's my thoughts anyway. So thanks again. Thank you for asking. And hopefully that answers it for you or helps you decide. Hydrostatic's really nice. That's pretty much all I've had. Shifting gears and pushing clutches really kind of sucks. Just saying. Especially if you're back and forth and stopping and all the time pushing the clutch and stuff. Changing gears, shifting gears, I don't know. The hydrostatic's so nice. We're actually kind of spoiled now, these new type of tractors. Anyways, next question here. October 28th. I think they're all mostly the 28th. And one the 29th, one November 1st, 2nd, 4th. Okay. Next one's from Ethan. He says, hey Bill, this is Ethan. So what new sim games will you be playing next? Oh boy, really depends what comes out. If it's something good, we'll try it. If it's stupid, then or if it costs too much money, probably not. I don't know. The odd time I go into my Steam store thingy there and I'm like, oh, let's just look and see what's new. And I'm like, there's a bunch of new stuff, but then there's a bunch of stuff that looks like junk. So something's really got to catch my eye real fast, you know, and then I'll maybe look at some of the videos and see if there's any playthrough game plays on YouTube, and I'll see what it looks like from there. That's kind of nice that some of these guys do that, and then you can kind of see how it is, but I don't know. I couldn't really tell you until it comes out. So anyways, thank you, sir, for that question. Next one is from I'm not sure yet. Jeff, hey Bill, hey Bill, let's try this again. Hey Bill, Jeff from Maine here again. When are you going to get the little mini hit miss engine going? Thanks for all you do for your fans out here in YouTube land. Well, I got something special for you. I just happened to bring her out with me here. We'll put a bit of fuel in them. And this nozzle I've been having trouble with getting the fuel to come out, but I think it's maybe blocked. I don't know what's coming, but it seems to take a lot of pushing. But I got one of these. That might be almost too full. I got one of these little syringes, and it's actually one that you use to fill up your ink cartridges. So let's fire it up here and see if she'll go. First click. Ready? Look at that. Isn't that thing cool? I got it running pretty good now, actually. Just figured out, and they said right off to make sure there's no air bubbles at all in that fuel line there. Sure runs nice though. See the governor working there. Very cool. Let's see if she'll start up again here. Get her past that stroke. See, remember before I had a heck of a time getting it going, and it was basically because there was a bubble in the fuel line. Pretty awesome, I think. Let's see if I can put any load to her now. Yeah, not too bad, eh? Oh, it's pretty cool. I like this thing. It does spit a lot of fuel out of the carburetor, though. The little carb thing here. So I guess all the pressure, it's actually shooting it back out. So you actually lose a little bit of fuel coming out of there, but I mean, not much you can do. But let's fire it up again. Ready? There we go. Takes forever to get warmed up too. Pretty cool. Oh, almost killed her there. It's taking a fair bit to push that, you know, really. Now, I got it to run a little different, and they say don't run it like this, but I took one spring off, and it actually ran pretty good. It ran a lot slower. The only thing is, it's really tricky to get the spring back in there because you got to kind of get in behind the flywheel. But let's just fire it up again, listen to it run, and then I'm going to pause you guys for a sec. I'll take a spring off, and then you can hear it run again. Oh, now I killed it. Uh-oh. Now I killed it. Got a bit flooded, I think. It'll go eventually. Hopefully. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, I almost had her going. Just kind of running around with the exhaust. I'm hoping it dries out a little bit. Well, it was running good. There we go. Okay, so just ignore that last little bit. It does run good. It's just I got it a little flooded there. I probably got a bit too much fuel into it. I think when you fill it up too much, the tank's a bit too high, and it kind of floods the carb out a little bit. So, okay, so that's running with 2 springs. Give me a sec here, and I'll take a spring off here. You can hear it running with 1 spring. How much slower it'll run. Okay, we got a spring off. It should be all right to sit there. See if she'll start again here. Look how much slower that runs now when you take 1 spring off. I like that a lot better. Doesn't that sound nice like that? It just takes longer for that governor to come back in then, right? I don't know if you gotta have too much. Yeah, a little bit left. Doesn't that sound much nicer though? I love it like that. So much slower. Let's see if she'll start up here again. That 1 spring's just off still. So. See, I think when that shuts down like that, it's still spinning and sucking in fuel, and then it's built itself up. That'll be harder to get started. Let's see if I can clear it out here again. There we go. Yeah, I think it just gets 3 or 4 revolutions there. It suck as it stops. I like that a lot better anyways. But anyways, pretty cool little motor. I like it. It's pretty awesome. So that's the little mini hit and miss. Pretty cool. I love that thing. It's awesome. You can get that. I got that from the Sterling Engine. I think it's sterlingengine.com. All kinds of different stuff there. They got some really weird ones too. That one, I don't know, what struck me about that one, I'm like, that's pretty neat. But they have an upright too, like a vertical engine, and I thought that'd be kind of cool too, but I don't know, I like these lay down ones. They're, I don't know, kind of cool. So anyways, that was from Jeff, and he says, thank you for all you do for your fans out here in YouTube land. Well, thank you, sir, for watching. I appreciate it. So, it smells like camp fuel in here now. Smells like I've had the camp stove going. Anyways, next one here from Bruce Jacobs. Now this is interesting because there's no actual message part. It's just right in the title or in the subject part. But anyways, here it says, how did your dad come up with the name Boris? This is Bruce Jacobs from Mozapa. I don't know if I said that right, Minnesota. How he came up with Boris. Boris, of course, if you don't know, is our Ford 8N with the V8 flathead engine in it from the Mercury pickup truck. How he came up, I'm going to have to ask Lee, send him a message and ask him. Give me a sec here and I will text him. I'll let him answer that. So we'll get back to that when he gets back to me, which he's pretty quick usually. So, but I'll let you know. Okay, so the next one from Scott Gulliver says, this is Scott from Allegan, Michigan. I think I said that right. Allegan, Michigan, looks like it. Just like to show you a project. This is a Farm All H. So he's got a project here too. That's good. Everybody needs a project. Now, can I get a shot of this? Hang on a sec. Oh, of course, email program, you're just not going to work for me. I just don't want to... oh, that's all right there. Okay, so that's the picture of his Farm All H. That's pretty cool. Got a loader on the front too. Huh. Now, Scott, what year is that one? Can you leave a message and tell me what year it is? Anyways, thank you for that question, or that picture. Picture's good too. Next one's from Michael from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Everybody's from Michigan today. That's cool. It says, hi Bill, I'm Mike from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I remember the air horn you had on the GMC Sierra. My question is, have you ever thought of installing it in your Super Duty? I sure have. I just got to find a room to put it in there. There's not a whole lot of room under that hood. There's a lot of engine under that hood, so I might have to mount them underneath the truck somewhere and then find somewhere for the little air compressor to go. I kind of liked having it in the back of the truck where it was dry and it wasn't down in all the sloppy, salty, wet crap and all that crap, because that's not a good place to have that stuff. The horns, I think, would be all right down under there because they're plastic, but I don't know about the compressor part. And the tank part has to go somewhere too. And the other truck, yes, I did put it in the back, and it wasn't bad back there. Kind of sometimes felt it was in the way, but I really don't want to drill a hole through the floor bed of this truck yet. That's sort of why I haven't done it. The compressor, yeah, either or, you'd have to drill a hole through. I really don't want to drill a hole through this truck, so it's that or just mount everything underneath and she'll get salty and then probably quit working, right? So, but yes, I have thought of doing that, and I would like to do it. Oh, thank you, sir, for sending that in. And we're getting down to the last couple of questions here. Wasn't so many questions this time. Get lots of views on this kind of videos, but not many questions. Got to be a question for Bill. So this next one is from Rich. He says, hi, Bill. I've been a fan for a while. I'm Rich from North Kingsville, Ohio. I can't help but laugh when you're doing a project. You do everything 2 or 3 times to make that video stretch out a bit longer. Do more projects. Do I do that? I don't actually know if I've done that. Do I do same thing 3 times to make the video longer? Honestly, when I record stuff, I very rarely cut much of the footage out. I kind of just take it, put it through the rendering program and put it up, because I watch, honestly, gonna go back to watching videos. I watch a lot of videos where I watch people do things and they're like, kind of like what I did here with this little engine. I'm like, okay, well, I'll get it running here and then I'll see you later. I don't generally like to do that a whole lot because I like to show you how I got things done. A lot of people kind of, I feel, leave you kind of on a hook when you do that. Terrell Fixes All, he's kind of one for that, where, well, I'll put all this back together here and then we'll fire it up after that. And it's like, well, I kind of wanted to see how you put it all back together, you know, but he doesn't want to spend the time, I guess, to do that and whatever and blah, blah, blah. I like to get as much detail into my videos as possible. Sometimes they get a little bit longer than they should be, and but I think in the long run, you know what, you can always skip forward if you want, skip back if you want. I want to see how he put that thing back on. Well, let's skip back. Or I don't want to watch him put all these tires on. Let's skip forward. So, I mean, you can always skip forward. But if the video footage isn't there, you can't skip forward. You can't skip back. Or you can skip back, but you can't skip forward to see it. So I'm like, I'd rather put it all in there and then you guys can do whatever you want with it, kind of thing, right? So sometimes my videos, like I say, get a little longer than they should. But skip forward. You know, if you don't like me, say, heating up this flywheel soon here in a couple of days to get this ring gear off, well then don't watch the 10 minutes of heating up. You just skip forward or whatever, right? And then watch when I put it on the tractor. Whatever works for you. It'd be nice if you watched the whole thing, because you're going to miss stuff. If you skip forward, you're going to miss stuff. So Anyways, he says, do more projects. Look forward to seeing them. Have a great holiday season. Well, thank you, sir. You as well. Try my best. All right, we're down to the last two here. One is from Mr. McTavish from PEI. He has commented a lot on my stuff. He is a huge Kubota fan, like massive huge. Says, hey Bill, how's your 10.4 horsepower Kubota excavator working for you? Really good, actually fantastically good. Really happy with it. Hard to believe you bought that in 2015. It's now 2020. Hard to believe it's 6 years old now. The GL700 has the same engine and same horsepower, which is nice, and uses the same filters and parts. Anyways, keep up the videos. Loyal fan, Michael McTavish, PEI across the puddle. LOL. It's not that far across the puddle. A little bit of a walk, bit of a swim. But yeah, but anyways, thank you, sir. Yeah, I've been enjoying that Mini X. It's, for what it is, it does a pile of work. You know, it's like a little better basically than a shovel. Well, it's a lot better than a shovel, but that's about basically it holds a shovel and a half basically when you shovel with it. But you know, it's freaking amazing, the power. It's almost got too much because it'll tug you and pull you around, it seems, you know. But it's nice to have that little bit of power for what it is. It's pretty amazing. So don't ever regret buying that thing because it's been saved me a lot. So anyways, thank you, sir, for that. And it looks like our last question here today is from Zachary. It says, hey Bill, it's Zach from Indiana. I have been watching your videos for quite some time now. Back before the dump trailer build. That's a while back, isn't it? I know you talked about quitting FS19 at some point. Yes, unfortunately, that's going to have to eventually come. But do you plan on trying at the new FS if it comes out later down the road? They've had a pretty good track record of every couple of years bringing out a new version. I probably will. I just don't normally know if I'd do a whole pile of videos, like not every Saturday, like maybe like one a month or maybe two a month or something. Probably won't be every Saturday though. I don't know. We'll see what changes are in it too. If they've changed a lot of stuff and made it better, or sometimes they change things that makes it worse. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm not too sure. We will see when the time comes. If it comes, maybe they're not coming out with anymore. I don't know. What else can they really change to make it better in Farm Sim? It's pretty darn good now, really, as it is. I was thinking of something the other day. I'm kind of wishing they would have tweaked a little bit. I can't remember what it was now. Maybe it was something to do with the forestry stuff. I don't remember. Don't remember now. The rest of his question here is... also, are you looking for more realistic farming experience? If you are looking for a more realistic farming experience, check out pvmods.com. It's a complete different experience than playing regular farm sim map. There's warehouses you have to provide supplies to that will then make different products you can sell. Well, that's neat. Bakeries, shell factories for fuel. Well, that's neat. Believe there's still mining operations in the game. Don't think he has removed it. Should check it out if you want. Stay safe up there in this COVID crap. You as well. That's pretty cool. I've never heard of that before. I should have a look. They need to do a little more in the game, I think. They need to have more breakdowns and failures on the equipment. Like you're tilling or plowing or something and you blow a frickin' plow shear off or something, or one of the something more breakage. I think they need to have more breakage where you have to fix more stuff and have more repair stuff. I think that would add a lot to the game. What else was there? There was something else I needed to add. Even, yeah, like failures like flat tires. Like you're gonna eventually go to your tractor one morning and the tire's gonna be flat. And you gotta fix that then. Or call the tire guy in to fix it. You know, have a little more realistic to it would be kind of cool. It really bothers me, and they brought it out again in this one, where they've got that stupid high-res circle around you, and you can see like the circle all the time when you're driving. I hate that. It drives me nuts. And further off, everything's a little bit fuzzier looking, right? Have it so it's like a normal game, where it's like, you know, the stupid circle isn't there and you could expand that, or just have it unlimited if you got a good enough computer. Another thing is the multiplayer really needs to get fixed in that game. It is freaking terrible how you get 2 or 3 people in, someone else joins, and then it pauses everybody for like 25-30 seconds, and you gotta wait until it synchronizes with everybody. It's like, really? How many multiplayer games are now out here, and this is still what's going on here? Like, come on. So that's why I generally don't play at all multiplayer, because I can't stand that. It just drives me nuts. So yeah, that's anyways, a little rant on that. So everything else in the game is good. Just more realism. I think more realism would be kind of cool. Spend a little more time with, you know, you're plowing and it actually looks like a furrow's flipping over instead of just like a cloud of sort of dirt and then all of a sudden it's brown with a row behind you. A little bit more tweaking on things would be kind of nice. But nice if they did it like the World of Tanks, where they've got like the standard version, the SD version, and then they got the HD version of stuff. If your computer can run the HD version, you can download the extra like 10 gigabyte and then play that instead. That'd be like really cool. That's what they need to do. But anyways, so I do believe that is our last question for today. Yes, it is. So if you got a question for me, it's billqa at yahoo.com. Q as in QA at yahoo.com. billqa, I should get that up there. billqa at yahoo.com. Send me a questionnaire and we'll answer it on a video. But anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day. Send me a question. I need more questions. I nearly forgot, but he did respond. Why is called the tractor Boris? He says, I guess it's because of the color like a pig, and the pipes remind me of tusks on a boar. Also had to be spelled different than a man's name, Boris. B-O-A-R-S. So, also had to be spelled different than a man's name. Okay, Boris. So there you go. Kind of remind him of a big boar, I guess. That's what he said, yeah. Tusks on a boar. Boris. So there you go. That's how we come up with Boris. Anyways, totally forgot about that. He just dinged me as I was about to leave. So there you go. That's where Boris's name come from. Jumping all over the table. Awesome.